Because of your financial support, I have had the opportunity to receive a wonderful education.
She gleaned her data from various studies. Before sound recording, classical music was passed down through written scores, whereas early jazz mainly relied on live performance.
Taking a bath in water whose temperature ranges between 35 and 36 helps calm you down when you are feeling nervous. He lifted his hands in a gesture meant to simulate amazement.
Leadership is an influence relationship between leaders and followers, not an authority relationship between so-called superiors and subordinates. It's helpful to have concrete examples of how words are used in context. While superficially similar, the two films have very different underlying messages. The pains in his head had subsided, but he still felt dizzy and sick. Floods have submerged parts of the island, and 29 people have lost their lives. A very plausible and reasonable explanation. According to the graph, Egypt recorded the highest leap in the real GDP growth rate between 2005 and 2006.
By Thursday, the swelling had gone down enough for him to catch a glimpse of her from his left eye. I'm coming down with a cold. Don't let it get you down. The FDA is planning to suspend this pediatric drug rule for 2 years. Her paper was marked down because it was handed in a week late.
The story was handed down to posterity. Your pay is dependent on your work experience.
The team brought down 2,850 kilos of waste from the highest slopes of the mountain.
With more sunlight late in the day, we can cut down on the use of electricity for lighting and air conditioning, for example.
Can you specify the cause of the argument? To formulate ads to make a good first impression. People often underestimate the amount of food they have eaten, particularly the number of calories consumed.
We held down prices to gain a larger market share.
Both sides have manifested a strong willingness to compromise.
Several subsequent experiments failed to replicate this finding consistently.